Does that happen every 10 years or every year?
By the way, Don, I'm going to ask you to do the Pledge of Allegiance. Is that all right?
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Okie doke.
Do we have a flag?
1 minute. I haven't got a flag. Not in front of me.
Mr. Kaplan has a flag.
Okay.
So we have a flag that's going to be on the screen, so we can see.
I'll pull one up for you. Weird.
All right, it's 2 o'clock. Welcome to the special meeting of the Forsyth County Board of Commissioners. We will begin our meeting with a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance led today by Vice Chairman Don Martin. Please stand if you can. Thank you very much.
I pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America,
and to the
republic
for which
it stands,
one nation,
under God, indivisible,
with liberty
and justice for all. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to remind the commissioners to keep their cameras on during the meeting. As you'll notice, I can't get my camera to work, but it's no big deal. You may mute your microphone whether you are not speaking. Staff participating in the meeting, make sure you're on the mute and your camera is off. If you need to speak, you may unmute. I would ask the clerk to the Forsyth County Board of Commissioners, Ashley Sloop, to please verify your attendance at the meeting by saying present.
Chairman Plyler?
Yes, ma'am.
Vice Chairman Martin?
Here.
Commissioner Elamine?
Present.
Commissioner Kaplan?
Here.
Commissioner Linville?
Here.
Commissioner McDaniel?
Present.
Commissioner Wisenhunt?
Present.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Item A on the agenda is to close the public hearing on the bond order authorizing the issuance of product not to exceed $23 million in general obligation refunding bonds, the County of Forsyth County, North Carolina. Madam Clerk, you have received comments in favor of or in opposition to the matter?
No, Mr. Chairman.
All right, I declare this public hearing closed. Now we need a motion, and you'll have to state your name. We need a second. You'll have to state your name. Then we'll have a discussion, and we'll do a roll call on this particular item.
This is Don Martin. I make a motion to approve the refinancing of 23 million of bonds. Is this bond order?
Motion by
Alamain,
Don Martin.
second. Alamain, second.
All right. Any further discussion? Mrs. Sloop, would you read the roll call?
Yes, sir. Chairman Plyler,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Elamine,
Yes.
Commissioner Kaplan,
Aye.
Commissioner Linville,
Yes.
Commissioner McDaniel,
Aye.
Commissioner Wizenhunt.
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously. Item B on the agenda is to close the public hearing in order to order authorizing issuance of bonds not to exceed $8,500,000 in general obligation school bonds of the County of Forsyth. Madam Clerk, have you received any comments in favor or in opposition to the matter?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Then I declare this public hearing closed. On this item, please state your name and make the motion.
This is Don Martin. I'd like to make a motion that we approve the general obligation bonds for schools in this second order.
Alamain, second.
Motion by Don Martin, second by Fleming Elamine. All in favor, say aye to the discussion. Now, if you will take a roll call, please, Madam Clerk.
Chairman Plyler,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Elamine,
Yes.
Commissioner Kaplan,
Aye.
Commissioner Linville,
Aye.
Commissioner McDaniel,
Aye.
Commissioner Wizenhunt.
Aye.
The motion passes unanimously. Item C on the agenda is to close the public hearing on the bond order authorizing the issuance not to exceed $2,300,000 in general obligation community college bonds of Forsyth County. Do I hear a motion? Please state your name.
Have you already asked about whether there were any comments?
We'll do that as soon as we get a motion.
Are we motioning to close the hearing, or what are we doing exactly?
No, just a motion to either accept or reject.
Mr. Chairman, we need to close the public hearing first for this one.
All right, then I'll declare the public hearing closed. But we need to have the discussion, and generally, let's go ahead and have the discussion. Any discussion on this item? Vice Chairman Martin.
I have no discussion. I assume that we're in the community college bonds and that we're checking to see if we received any comments on public comments on this particular issue. Is that correct, Mr. Attorney?
Yes, that's correct. I'll ask the clerk to weigh in on that.
Thank you, Mr. Attorney. Mr. Chairman, we have not received any comments for item C on the agenda.
All right, thank you. Now what we need is a motion with stating your name.
This is Don Martin. I'd like to make a motion. We approve $2 million in general obligation bonds for Forsyth Technical Community College.
That'd be $2,300,000. Do I hear a second?
Alamain, second.
Motion by Commissioner Martin, second by Commissioner Elamine. Any further discussion? And I will declare this public meeting closed. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, I'm going to do the roll call, please.
I'm sorry, go right ahead.
Chairman Plyler,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Elamine,
Yes.
Commissioner Kaplan,
Aye.
Commissioner Linville, Commissioner McDaniel,
Aye.
Commissioner Wizenhunt.
Aye.
The motion carries unanimously, and I declare the public hearing closed. Item D on the agenda is to close the public hearing on bond order authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $2 million in general obligation public facilities bonds of Forsyth County. Madam Clerk, have you received any arguments in favor of or in opposition to the matter?
No, Mr. Chairman.
All right, thank you. And I declare this public hearing closed. Now we need a motion and a second.
This is Don Martin. I'd like to make a motion we approve $2 million in general obligation bonds for general facilities.
Elamine, second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, second by Commissioner Fleming Elamine. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Oh, wait a minute. Roll call. I'm sorry. Go right ahead, Ashley.
Chairman Plyler,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Elamine,
Yes.
Commissioner Kaplan,
Aye.
Commissioner Linville,
Aye.
Commissioner McDaniel,
Aye.
Commissioner Wizenhunt.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Item E on the agenda is to close the public hearing on bond order authorizing the issuance not to exceed $2 million in general obligation bonds and recreation bonds for the county of Forsyth. Madam Clerk, have you received any comments in favor or in opposition to the matter?
No, Mr. Chairman.
Not, do I have further discussion on this matter? If not, do I hear a motion and a second?
This is Don Martin. I'd like to make a motion we approve $2 million in general obligation bonds for Parks and Recreation in Forsyth County.
Motion by Don Martin. Second by Fleming Elamine. Roll. Okay, roll call.
Mr. Elamine, will you state your second?
Yes, Elamine, second.
Thank you. Chairman Plyler,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Elamine,
Yes.
Commissioner Kaplan,
Aye.
Commissioner Linville,
Aye.
Commissioner McDaniel,
Aye.
Commissioner Wizenhunt.
Aye.
The ayes have it. The motion carries unanimously. The last item on the agenda is a resolution for the Board of Commissioners for Forsyth County, North Carolina, providing for the issuance of not to exceed $14,800,000 in general obligation public improvement bonds, Series 2021A, not to exceed $128,116,000 in general obligation public improvement bonds, Series 2021B, and not to exceed $23 million in general obligation bonds, Series 2021C. Any discussion? And if not, do I hear a motion?
Any comments on the hearing?
Go right ahead and make comments.
So I was asking maybe Ashley to see if she has received any comments.
Vice Chairman Martin, this is a resolution.
So it's just a resolution, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to make a motion that we approve the resolution these are for general obligation bonds for these are for public facilities, I guess is the correct term, and I don't know all the numbers, all the stuff that Dave read. Perhaps they could be repeated into the motion, but I'm in favor.
Second?
Elamine, second.
I have a motion by Commissioner Martin and a second by Commissioner Fleming Elamine. Madam Clerk, you may do the roll call.
Chairman Plyler,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Elamine,
Yes.
Commissioner Kaplan,
Aye.
Commissioner Linville,
Aye.
Commissioner McDaniel,
Aye.
Commissioner Wizenhunt.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Commissioners, you won't believe it, but we've just about finished this meeting It's been unusual. Do you have any comments or ideas or thoughts before we adjourn? Hearing none, state your name for a motion for adjournment.
Alemaine, so moved.
Second?
Commissioner McDaniel, second.
Madam Clerk?
Chairman Plyler,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Martin,
Yes.
Commissioner Elamine,
Yes.
Commissioner Kaplan,
Aye.
Commissioner Linville,
Aye.
Commissioner McDaniel,
Aye.
Commissioner Wizenhunt.
Aye.
Well, the motion to adjourn passes unanimously. Hope everybody has a nice afternoon, and we come back again on Thursday. And I will declare this meeting as soon as Commissioner Kaplan calls for the obvious. Mr. Kaplan?
Mr. Chairman,
All I want to-
have a great
all I want to do
evening,
is make the
everyone.
motion. Was that a motion to adjourn?
Yes, we already did that, I believe, Mr. Chairman, so
All right,
have a
all
great
in favor?
evening.
Then I declare this meeting adjourned.